So the idea of a printer being exciting is kind of rare. Most of the time, printers are just one of those things you only think about when they stop working. But every once in a while, a product comes along that actually tries to rethink the entire experience. This is the Epson EcoTank Photo ET-8500 from Epson, and on paper, it looks like just another all-in-one printer. You get printing, scanning, copying, wireless connectivity, Ethernet support, and a 4.3-inch color touchscreen. Pretty standard list of features at first glance. But the real story here is the ink system. Instead of traditional cartridges that feel like they exist to empty your wallet at the worst possible time, this uses a refillable tank system. And once you start using something like this, it's hard to go back. Because suddenly, you're not thinking about how many pages can I print before I regret this. You're just printing. Setup is surprisingly straightforward. Out of the box, it doesn't feel intimidating or overly industrial. It's compact enough for a home office or small studio, but still has that serious tool presence. The touchscreen interface is clean and responsive, and navigating through Wi-Fi setup, maintenance, and print options doesn't feel like decoding a 2008 UI. Now, where things get interesting is print quality. This is a photo-focused printer, and it shows. Colors are rich without feeling overly boosted. Skin tones don't get that weird washed out or overly warm look you sometimes see in lower-end printers. And details and shadows actually hold up better than you'd expect from something that also sits comfortably on a desk. If you're someone who shoots content, prints portfolios, or just wants physical versions of digital work, this is where the ET-8500 starts making sense. But let's talk about speed for a second. It's not trying to be the fastest printer in the world. It's more about balance. You're trading a bit of speed for accuracy and consistency, and for most creative workflows, that's a trade worth making. Now the big selling point: cost over time. Ink cartridges are one of those hidden expenses that sneak up on you. You don't notice it at first, and then suddenly you've spent more on ink than you did on the printer. With the EcoTank system, the equation changes. You're refilling tanks with bottles, and the cost per page drops dramatically. That alone changes how you think about printing. You stop rationing prints. You start experimenting more. You actually use the printer the way it was meant to be used. Scanning and copying are also solid here. It's not trying to reinvent those features, but it does them cleanly and reliably. The wireless printing experience is smooth across devices, whether you're on a laptop, tablet, or phone. And yes, Ethernet is there if you want a more stable studio setup. One thing worth mentioning is maintenance. Like any serious ink system, you do need to occasionally think about cleaning cycles and keeping it active. But it's not intrusive, and the printer does a good job of guiding you through everything on screen. Design-wise, it's minimal but functional. Nothing flashy, nothing unnecessary. It feels like a tool designed for people who care more about output than aesthetics, even though it still manages to look clean sitting on a desk. Now, is this for everyone? Not really. If you only print once every few months, this might be more printer than you need. But if you're a creator, photographer, student in a design field, or someone who values physical prints, it starts to make a lot more sense. Because what this really does is remove friction. It removes the mental barrier between I should print this and actually doing it. And that's where it quietly wins. So yeah, the Epson EcoTank Photo ET-8500 doesn't try to be flashy. It doesn't try to reinvent printing in a dramatic way. It just takes the annoying parts of printing and makes them less annoying. And in 2026, that's honestly enough to stand out. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description.